So what exactly are we supposed to do when we find out that allegedly one of the main characters in The Office is a KKK princess? Yeah, that actually happened.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Jon Stewart claims Dasani is the Arby's of bottled water, and I think I could honestly debate him on the presidential debate stage over this.
That's what it...
There's hidden propaganda in the Blue's Clues Pride Parade viral clip that you didn't notice, and this reality TV judge is refusing to tape in Israel. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics, the first ever conservative daily pop culture news show. When I saw actress Ellie Kemper was trending on Twitter, I figured she was starring in a new comedy or something. But it's photos of her that has her in the spotlight. The reality is, some pictures from 1999 came out and she's being accused of winning some weird KKK beauty pageant as a kid.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Actress Ellie Kemper, known for her roles in The Office and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, won the Queen of Love and Beauty title in a controversial beauty pageant when she was 19. This was previously known as the Veiled Prophet Ball. What is the Veiled Prophet Ball? It's an event that happens every year for St. Louis, Missouri's wealthiest, but only the white wealthiest.
Oh, no, why?
According to a 2014 article published in The Atlantic, African Americans and Jewish Americans were barred from joining the Veiled Prophet organization founded by prominent St. Louisans. According to tradition, an anonymous veiled prophet selected by wealthy and well-connected locals would name the Queen of Love and Beauty at each ball.
Excellent. Eat your shame. Now cry.
After some protests, the organization eventually agreed to diversify and let African Americans join in 1979. Organizers also got rid of the name Veiled Prophet Ball in 1992 and went with Fair St. Louis instead. Apparently, the ball is still held every December, so St. Louis CUTEservatives will have to weigh in the comments and make sure that you DM people that you know who were born and raised there to verify this, but I'm not sure that I see any ties to the KKK here.
What are you talking about? Why are you being a dramatic moron?
I think Gen Z leftists on Twitter are just saying this to be dramatic. It sounds more like a debutante ball to me that used to exclude black people back in the day. Shocker. And this organization changed their ways years ago. So is this something Ellie Kemper really needs to apologize for? Conservative court, you decide.
When debutantes disagree, they say it with their eyes.
Speaking of Twitter, comedian Jon Stewart decided to drop a bomb Monday night when he tweeted that Dasani is the Arby's of waters. And to my horror, most people agreed with him.
Hey, guys, so you know how water tastes like nothing? Well, what if it tasted like every bottle had a nickel in it?
Let me just say something here before I even get to the rankings of bottled waters. Jon Stewart is 100% correct that Arby's is one of the most disgusting fast food restaurants in the game.
I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. Oh my gosh.
He is hungry.
Arby's should give a disclaimer that their roast beef sandwich only comes with trace amounts of roast beef. The only thing worse than Arby's is Carl's Jr. Who eats there? I'm serious. Name one person. I would love to know who is keeping this restaurant in business.
Do you never want to poop again? Do you hate your butthole and want to punish it? Then try the new prime rib sandwich.
Never in my life have I met a soul who says, you know what my favorite restaurant is? It's Carl's Jr.
Feed your happy. Stop your pooping. Prepare to die.
I can't for the life of me figure out what customer base is keeping them afloat. My first guess would be 66-year-old heavy smokers named Tina, who frequently wear Tweety Bird nightgowns and no underwear, but they're too busy filling up the casinos, trolling on Facebook comment sections, and trying to find someone to buy their Beanie Babies.
You was at the casino all night with Tracy. I know you was.
Back to the bottled water. Am I the only person in the world who loves Dasani? Dasani and Nestle Pure Life are bottled waters. Arrowhead, for example, might as well have been filtered through a dirty sock.
I have stinky feet that require powder.
Well, that's perfect. Here's your stinky foot powder.
Deer Park tastes like they're just filling up bottles with tap water from Flint, Michigan. Actually, Flint, Michigan tap water is better. I'd rather drink that. Fiji and Evian, toilet water would be my preference.
Life hack, when you're done with this, just fill it up with regular water. People are like, man, he's rich as shit. He drinks Fiji a lot.
What I have not had is Zephyr Hills, which sounds like a Dr. Seuss drink, and also, rumor has it, is something you can only get in Florida, and is allegedly the best. If a Florida CUTEservative can send me some, sealed and delivered here to the Turning Point headquarters, we will DM you the address. Don't poison me. I will try it on the show, and I will give you my authentic reaction. I would like to see what all the hype is about.
I'm thirsty. Ain't nobody got time for that. Same thing.
This is a team effort show today. We need insight from our St. Louis CUTEservatives and our Florida CUTEservatives. Look, it's Dasani and Nestle Pure Life for me. If you are a Kirkland water person, don't even waste your time commenting either. Just see yourself out.
Be gone, fuck!
By now, I'm sure you've seen the viral clip of the Blue's Clues Pride Parade.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families. Hi, families. It's time for a pride parade.
There were two things in that segment that you may not have noticed on the first watch. One was the Black Lives Matter fist on the microphone and the flags, and two was one of those little girl bears had her breasts removed and you can see the scars. Prison, no trial, straight to Gitmo.
No TV, no phone, no nothing. And you will be a model prisoner or you'll get another 30 days. Do you understand me?
Do you want to know why countries like China are running circles around us in regards to education? Because they're actually focusing on things like education, reading, math, science, not wasting time coming up with trendy ways to brainwash young girls into cutting their breasts off. Our education system, entertainment, medical institutions, and big pharma are all working overtime to shove the trans agenda down kids' throats.
Eat it, eat it.
And if you still think that this extreme trans ideology is completely fine and innocent, let me tell you about a little not-so-fun fact that might blow your mind. What if trans ideology was actually homophobic? Instead of letting there be all different types of boys and girls with different interests on the spectrum of male and female, trans ideology forces them to just change their genders. You can't be a tom girl or a little bit more of a feminine guy. This idea actually isn't progressive at all. In fact, it's regressive. Did you know that Iran is the world leader in sex reassignment surgery? Yeah, surprising, isn't it? Why would Iran lead the world in something like that? Well, it isn't for warm SJW feelings, I can tell you that much. In Iran, they're so homophobic that instead of just letting someone be gay, they force them to change their sex and mutilate their genitals so they can convert into a heterosexual relationship.
Homophobic, racist, transphobic, and anti-woman.
Maybe in the US, medical professionals and big pharma are turning the other cheek when it comes to permanently destroying kids' bodies because it will create a patient for them for life. Guaranteed money. Iran might have its own horrible motives for pushing sex reassignment surgery, but the US is no better. You have to be truly sick to use what once was an innocent blue cartoon dog to invade the minds of kids with ideas that can change their lives forever. Make cartoons for kids again and bring Steve back! What happened to Steve anyway?
I am no longer afraid. I'm proud of the group that I made.
Simon Cowell has pulled out of his X Factor judging duties for the upcoming X Factor Israel.
Okay, it's a note. Thank you.
His team won't say specifically why, except that it's for his own reasons. Okay.
There's an eye-opener.
Guys! It's raining, guys! I found something out this week about sports, and I'm excited to share it with you for this week's Sports Recap.
Oh, don't laugh. Don't do.
I learned that I have a new favorite basketball team, and they are actually kind of good, too. It's the Denver Nuggets, like chicken nuggets!
There's a party going on right here.
Denver.
Crispy nuggets, they're new and here this year.
In all actuality, they aren't the chicken nuggets, more like the golden nuggets. And they're named after finding gold nuggets in your nose. Just kidding, in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. At least according to Admin Kylie, who is from Colorado.
I love gold.
Anyways, it is the first round of the NBA playoffs, sponsored by China. And the Nuggets are doing decently well. They're in a tight series with the Portland Trail Blazers, and they have the NBA MVP on their team, Nikola Jokic, aka the Joker.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
No, not that Joker, this Joker. In addition to the Nuggies, the Phoenix Suns are also in a tight series against the Los Angeles Lakers. That's that for today's sports recap. Take this info, surprise your man with how much you know about balls. Basketball.
It's a joke.
Okay, Quiet Place 2, by the way, Saw it. Great movie. Go see it. One is still my favorite, but this was so fun to see again in a movie theater. Everybody was hype. It was just nice to be back again. It's like America is back, sort of. Like this episode, let us know the best and worst bottled water and worst fast food restaurant. Share this episode to your stories and hit the save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.